Hi, welcome back. It's been literally months since I finished filming part 1 of the kitchen renovation. I was planning on doing it all in one video, but we had a 3-month lockdown here in New Zealand, and so no one was able to come over to work on the kitchen for months, for a really long time, even after lockdown. You know, there were just certain rules in place that made it really hard for people to actually come into the house and do work in here. So it's just started again, so I thought I'd pick up the camera and show you what's happened. So what did we get to last time? I think we got to like day 27 or something. Anyway, I'll pop up what day number it is on the screen now. These days, by the way, don't refer to like the actual linear passage of time. They refer to the number of days where stuff has actually changed in the kitchen. So obviously it's been more than a month. It's been I think longer than 6 months now. Here we are. So today we got some cupboards. We've started putting some stuff in that one, but yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cupboards now. This one is going to be where the extraction fan goes, so there is a hole in the bottom for it to all connect and then a hole through the top for it to vent through. So we won't be able to put anything on the bottom because obviously there's no shelf there, but there is going to be apparently a shelf about halfway up that we will be able to put some things on. And this one also sticks out further than the other ones. They are quite high for me, like I can reach to here, but I'm not going to be able to reach a second shelf. So up the top we're going to have to put things that we don't need often, because otherwise it's going to be a real pain for me to try and get to them. But yeah, there's one more cupboard which was built, but apparently the measurements must have been slightly off because it doesn't quite fit. It's just slightly too big, so they've got to just adjust it a little bit so that it fits in there. Yeah, so that's it. It was just cupboards today. What I'm really looking forward to, a couple of things actually, is the splashbacks that we've literally been months, you know, we've been cooking, we've been doing dishes for months without them, and they are getting dirty. And so I'm hoping that we can have the splashbacks sooner rather than later, because otherwise there's just going to be grime and stuff all behind the splashbacks. Another thing is the silicone or whatever it is that goes in between the tiles and the bench, because same thing, like we've just got food that like jumps across and gets in the gap, so it's getting a bit gross. And also same thing down at the bottom, we've got food that likes to just fall on the floor and then hide underneath there, and the floor's not really even under there, so it's really hard to actually vacuum. So I'm really keen to get the kickboards or whatever they're called to hide all that down the bottom. But yeah, we were super lucky to actually have the oven and the stove in before lockdown, because if you remember from my other video, we were literally cooking in one electric fry pan. That is all we had to cook with. And if we'd had to do months and months of lockdown with just that, it would have been such a pain, and there were no takeaways during lockdown, so it would have been a real pain. It's been so good to have this and actually be able to cook again. I don't think I've shown you this before actually, but I thought I would show you. I'm hoping now that we're out of lockdown and it's started again, it's not going to take too much longer to get the kitchen done, because this is one of our spare rooms that has just been taken over with all the kitchen stuff, like paints and cupboards and I don't know, like I don't know what it all is, but it's all in here taking up most of the room. Actually, this is better. This morning before the cupboards went in, for all of lockdown, we've had the cupboards that you just saw on the wall. They've just been sitting on the floor here as well, so you literally couldn't walk into this room this morning. And then in this room, which is our, well, this is my office, this is where I like edit my videos and stuff. This is where all of our other kitchen storage has been for literally half of a year. Once there's shelves in those cupboards I just showed you, we'll be able to move a lot of it back through, But again, you know, this is another room that's been basically out of action. Like, I can still get to my computer, but like we can't really get in the wardrobes and we can't use the room for anything else. So I'm really hoping this all gets done in the next few weeks because I'm so over this. So today our splashbacks went in. So we've got the big one here behind the stove. They're in this like deep red color. It's looking a bit brighter on camera actually, but it really is the same color as our microwave. And then there's the one here behind the sink. And I was surprised actually, I didn't realize it was going to be like one big piece. I thought it was going to be lots of smaller tiles. But anyway, the splashbacks are in. We also have our range hood, which is in. So it lights up. So if we want to like film our dinner or take a picture or I don't know, just see it a bit better, I guess, then we've got that light. Also obviously does the noisy extractor fan thing, and it's hidden behind these cupboards. So there it is in there, but yeah, they've put the doors on so that you can't actually see it. And also we got the last cupboard put in, so they still need shelves, but all the cupboards are in now. Although actually I think there's going to be another one going above the fridge. We did get a new fridge. This is ours. Jonathan's dad bought it for us. Very kind of him. So yeah, this is our new fridge. It is bigger than the old one, and the freezer, this is quite fancy, the freezer has a little ice maker, so you pop your water in there, and then eventually when it's ready, you do that and it all falls into the little container below. Very cool. I've been enjoying that. Anyway, so that is where our kitchen is at currently. We are about to head away for just a few days, but it means I can't do the daily update. So I have a feeling when we come back, there's going to be quite a lot that has changed. So I'm excited to show you, I'm excited to see myself what it looks like when we get back. So we've been gone for a couple of days, and while we were gone, the handles went on these, and the actual venting part went into here. So that now actually properly goes outside. Oh look, a little wire.
Oh look, a reflection of us.
Look at there's a little wire there. Whee!
That's not a fire risk.
Whoa! Okay, sorry, I expected them to be soft close.
It'll be the LED, for the LEDs as well.
And also the, what's this called?
Silicone?
Yeah. The silicone also went in, so that is all around like the splashbacks and along the bench, which is great. And this thing here is because they are midway through putting up the strip lights that are gonna go all the way like under all of the cabinets, which I think that's gonna look so cool once it's done. Yeah, oh, you can see here, it stops here and then it starts again over there. So I guess it's just this bit. They said a couple of them didn't work, so they had to order more, so now we're waiting for the rest of them to arrive. But yeah, I can't wait to show you once that's actually finished, because I think that's gonna look great. I think that's all that changed while we were out. Today was very exciting. The floor has been started. So these are actual tiles, but tiles that look like wood. So it's gonna look like floorboards when it's done, but they are actually tiles. So there are spaces in there at the moment. We're not allowed to walk on them overnight. We had to have takeaways. And they will eventually need grout all in between them as well. And obviously they're a bit dirty because of the stuff underneath to stick them to the floor. But yeah, so that's basically going to be the color of them. They had to pull out the dishwasher and the fridge so they could get to the floor. But yeah, so hopefully this will be finished tomorrow. But it's definitely going to look very cool. So the kitchen floor is now almost done. I think we've got the floorboards for this last bit, but I think they ran out of the grout stuff that goes underneath. So that's going to get done in a couple of days. The floor was really uneven, so there is like a really thick amount of grout under some of these. So we're not supposed to walk like across this middle part for like 2 days, but we're able to now go like around the edge where it's not so thick so we can get to things. But yeah, still needs to have the spaces taken out and then have a good clean, and then obviously be grouted as well, but it's just about all been laid. It's been a few days of not walking in the kitchen, but it's been grouted today. They haven't done this last line yet. I think they just need to go and get some more stuff. But the grout is done. Obviously the tiles need a good clean. Again, they need to go and pick up a specific product to do that. We've given it a little mop, so it's cleaner than it was. But yeah, hopefully this will get a good clean tomorrow. And then be able to put the dishwasher back in, hopefully the fridge back in, and then just kind of set it up as it was before. But yeah, the floor's looking quite nice really. And we can walk on it again, which is lovely, so we can actually access our kitchen. So we have a few little changes in the kitchen today. They are gonna take the fireplace out actually before they finish tiling off the last couple of lines, so they've just put these things here so we don't keep stabbing our toes. I mean, some of this is just us that's moved stuff back into the kitchen, so that, you know, we've moved the table and stuff back in. We now have, if I close this, we now have sideboards on either side of the dishwasher, which you know, blocks it in nicely. It means it doesn't slide around at all. Still waiting on the kickboards, which hopefully is soon. And also, the other thing is, ooh, we now have the strip light that runs under our shelves, which is quite funky. So today, as you may be able to tell already, we had some new light bulbs put in, which are much brighter. So now our kitchen's really well lit. The shelves also went into most of these cupboards except for that one. I can't remember why that one didn't go in. And look, this one's all like crossed over, which is a bit funny. But yeah, we've put some stuff up there so that we could get it out of the other room that it was in. So that's really nice. And our fireplace got taken out today, so that's where it was. There's just good old hole in the roof now. It's not a hole in the roof, like it's closed from outside, but there is, you know, from here it looks like there's a hole. So hopefully something will be done about that. And this is going to be carpeted. I know it's not technically in the kitchen, but it had to be done before the last couple of rows of tiles could be finished, so I thought I'd, you know, include it in this anyway. So hopefully those tiles will get finished soon. Looking really cool with the lights and the shelves now. So today we got the door on this cupboard here, which was the last one to go in. So the bins are all set up and working now. And then we got our first couple of kickboards. So the ones on this side are done. Doesn't look too different because it's a light color, but you can see here, these ones haven't been done yet. So yeah, there's 2 that are done and the rest are not done. So today, the kickboards have been finished. So there we go, around the whole kitchen. Plus a cat, hello, hello. We have got nice kickboards. And then also, this cupboard on top of the fridge has gone in today. And this piece of wood along next to it is in. It's quite funny actually, you can see you can see the gap through there because this came out too wide. But yeah, the kitchen is so close. The last things it needs is a shelf in here.
A shelf in there?
Yes, a shelf in that one. And then just a couple more rows of tiles here.
And there's also a shelf being built here.
Yeah, there's going to be some little shelving things in this cornery bit. But yeah, so we're so close. Today, a couple of little jobs got done, so I can't remember which shelf was missing. I think it was that one there. So that one has gone in along with this little half one in here as well. So the shelves are now all done, and the painting of the windowsills has started, or the window frames has started now. So they've had one coat, they need another coat, which is why the masking tape is still there. But yeah, those are going to be white now instead of the wood that was there before, and they're also doing this one around here as well. So the blinds are down. I think the blinds are changing, and yeah, white frames instead of wood. All right, this is going to be the last update for the kitchen because you've seen most of it already. The last couple of things I'm going to show you today is the blinds that have gone in, which are black to kind of match the vibe of the kitchen. There's also a new blind up here. And the floor has been finished, so the last couple of rows of tiles are in. And finally, this little shelving unit in the corner is in. This went in today. We've just styled it up with some of our favorite pieces. But yeah, so that is going to wrap up the kitchen renovation video because it's all done now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and that's our new kitchen. See you again next time.